guys, Dave Lee coming at you once again from Down Under with another movie review. Today we are taking a look at the newest superhero film from Warner Brothers Entertainment and of course the fourth installment in the DCEU, that is DC's Extended Universe. Basically DC's big superhero cinematic universe. It's a follow-up to Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman Justice League. Now, in the past, I've been very vocal on this vlog about my thoughts regarding the DCEU. On the most part, this franchise just hasn't worked for me. As someone who has loved the characters of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman since I was like 5 years old, when I was a kid, there was nothing more that I wanted to see on the cinema screen than Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman teaming up together with an assembly of superheroes. I mean, I've wanted to see the Justice League movie since I was probably like 5 years old. These are characters that I have loved my entire life. I have such a deep love, admiration, and respect for these characters. This franchise has so far felt just like a complete disappointment to me. To me personally, the characters of Batman and Superman have been completely wrong in this franchise up until this point, and I've had many issues with narrative and structure and pacing. I have been unimpressed with the speed at which Warner Brothers have been trying to throw this cinematic universe together, again sacrificing both story and narrative in favor of speed. However, I have had some positive things to say about the DCEU. I feel the character of Wonder Woman has actually been handled very well. I mean, perfectly. I love the Wonder Woman movie. It had really been, up until this point, the only DCEU movie that I really loved. So I wanted to go into Justice League with an open mind because I didn't really like Batman, Superman, but I really loved Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a great step in the right direction for the DCEU, and I wanted to do Justice League, the respect of going in with this open mind, and really, I was actually quite excited going into this movie because this is one I've been waiting for since I was a kid, and I really didn't want this one to let me down. So, did it let me down? We'll talk about my thoughts on this movie in just a moment. First off, let's talk very briefly about the film's story. This movie picks up very soon after Batman v Superman, and the world is mourning the death of Superman, who died, basically sacrificing himself for the good of mankind. In the wake of Superman's death, supervillain Steppenwolf has taken his opportunity to invade Earth. That's right, Steppenwolf just wants to come along and completely obliterate mankind and take over the Earth. Steppenwolf is a big baddie, and the only superheroes or advanced humans that are around at the moment are completely disbanded and are all living on different corners of the globe. The only two active superheroes at the moment are, of course, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, and Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman. And of course, this bad guy is one bad guy that these two cannot handle by themselves. So Bruce Wayne takes it upon himself to form a team known as the Justice League. So Bruce Wayne spends a good portion of this movie tracking down a bunch of these advanced humans to put together a league to fight off Steppenwolf and his army of big, like, insect things. So, what did I think about the Justice League? Yes, I have some negative things to say about this. Let us get them out of the way first of all. Now, one of the major issues I've had with the DCEU so far, as I said, is the speed that they have been moving. I mean, Marvel took 6 movies and a good 5 years to develop their cinematic universe before they threw together the Avengers. They gave all the main characters their own movies. They built the foundations of the characters, gave the characters enough screen time to develop their characters and their stories, and to get the audience to fall in love with them and to form a connection with them. And you sort of got a good idea of all these characters before going into the Avengers movie, where they just threw them all together and you got to just enjoy the ride without having to sit through a bunch of exposition. Now, I've been saying along the whole way that the one major thing that DCEU has got wrong so far is the fact that they haven't put enough time into developing their characters and developing a connection between the audience and their characters. And it shows very much so in the Justice League. And this is the thing that I have been worried about with this movie since the very beginning. For a good hour of the movie, and that is the entire first half of the movie, we are made to sit and watch Bruce Wayne forming the Justice League while we get all these sort of little introductions to all the characters. So all the characters get their own sort of little spotlight, and then the team sort of joins together after we get to know them. This was a chore to watch because I didn't want to sit there for an hour trying to form some sort of connection to The Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, who are these three characters who we hadn't met before. I felt like it was not enough time to form a proper connection with these characters. I didn't personally connect to any of these characters at all. I really didn't like Aquaman in this movie. Cyborg was sort of passable, and The Flash I thought was kind of fun. Ezra Miller was fantastic as The Flash and has some really good lines and really good moments, but I didn't develop the connection to these characters that I needed. Batman and Wonder Woman, on the other hand, I feel like I have a connection with them now because Warner Brothers has allowed them to have their screen time and has allowed them to sort of breathe. And that being said, Gal Gadot's performance as Wonder Woman Diana Prince is fantastic, absolutely perfect. I love it so much. It is incredible. And Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, is about as perfect as it comes as well. I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful Batman Bruce Wayne for the big screen. One of the best ones ever. So again, that being said, the first hour of this movie juggles all these new characters, and at the midpoint of the movie, finally the Justice League is formed. As I said, it's a very long chore to sit through that. I would have preferred to have seen the individual movies first, but alas, this is what we got. But after the Justice League is finally brought together, this is where the movie really kicks in. And I have to say, after the halfway point, I enjoyed this movie thoroughly. What is going on? I like this movie. I didn't love this movie, but I didn't hate it. I thought this was an enjoyable movie. I really enjoyed the storyline. The story had enough time to breathe. I just wish that first hour of the movie had been gotten out of the way first, and just like the Avengers, put the team together in the first 10 to 15 minutes and then just get on with all-out action. I felt like there was only an hour worth of action and team building in this movie. Superman doesn't come into this movie until sort of the halfway point as well, and I felt like he didn't get enough screen time. But what I will say is that when Superman finally comes on the screen, oh boy, this is Superman. This is my Superman. Superman has returned. I cannot believe it. I was so happy. Superman is finally full of joy and full of hope. He smiles. Superman smiles in this movie. This is something that I've been dying to see on the screen for so many years now, because he's just been so gloomy and miserable with the world and sort of hates humanity and existence. He's back. I feel like Superman has finally been given the love and respect that he deserves, and likewise Batman, because Batman was handled very well in this movie. Now, if you didn't know, Zack Snyder had to leave this movie sort of after main production had finished up for family issues, and Joss Whedon, who actually developed the first two Avengers movies, came in and sort of restructured a few things. Apparently the movie was a little bit of a mess. He came in, he cleaned up a little bit, and he did a whole lot of reshoots. And oh boy, you can tell the Joss Whedon reshoots when you see them, because they're bright, they're colorful, they're cheerful, they're enjoyable, they're funny, and it's enjoyable. But all in all, Justice League. Was it the Justice League movie that I've been hoping for since I was a child? No, it really isn't. I'd be lying if I said it was. But is this the Justice League movie that we have deserved over the last 5 or 6 years? Absolutely. I mean, this movie it's really quite good. I did not hate this movie. I did not love this movie, but I liked it. I feel like finally a little bit of relief, because finally I feel DC are taking a step in the right direction, and if they continue with this direction, they're going to start making some really incredible movies over the next few years, and it's what we deserve as fans, and it's what I've just been dying for since I was a kid. And the next Justice League movie, I just hope, since all this exposition is out of the way, we'll have a bunch of like solo superhero movies between them. I feel like the next one, bang, join the team up and just all out, just big, explosive, awesome Justice League movie that I've wanted my entire life. Very good things for the future of the DCEU, and I have hope for this franchise going forward. And if I were to give this movie a rating, which I'm going to, I would give it a solid 3 batarangs out of 5. Yes, I really enjoyed this movie, and this self-confessed Marvel fanboy gives this movie a thumbs up. Not a huge thumbs up, but a thumbs up. There's a little way to go, but I think DC are finally on track. Thank you so much to my wonderful friends over at Village Roadshow Warner Brothers Pictures, who provided me with in-season passes to check out this movie to review. Much appreciated, and I really did enjoy my time at the cinemas checking out Justice League. If you are a first-time viewer of my channel and you've liked what you've seen and you'd like to see some more, then please, after the jump, give me some support and hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen. To all my regular viewers out there, thank you once again for joining me, and to absolutely everybody, I hope I'll see you again soon. Until next time though, guys, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day.